Hey, this is Jade Eagleson. We're at the ACMA Awards, and you're watching This is Codi.
How did I get so lucky? You got me thanking those stars above me for the way you make every God-given day so sunny. It's funny, I'm even in Kentucky.
Welcome back to another episode of This is Codi. We are here at the ACMA Awards weekend, and I'm sitting here with Jade Eagleson. How's it going?
Good yourself?
Oh, not too bad. Thanks for taking the time.
Well, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Have you ever been to the ACMAs before?
No, this is my first time ever. So
First time.
It's going to be fun.
And you're kind of like a surprise performance tonight.
I guess so. I'm
Right.
performing right before the show actually starts. So
Awesome.
everybody's like, oh, like this Ontario guy's here. So
Yeah. What's he doing here? Yeah. I don't think anyone knows you're here, so
I'm
that's going to be
excited,
fun. What's your favorite thing about performing live?
just like the fans' reaction and just playing to people. It's always like so unique every time you perform because like every situation's different. So it's gonna be fun to play this one tonight too. It's gonna be a whole new experience, just like every other time.
Awesome.
It'll be awesome.
Awesome. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you haven't already, you're moving to Calgary.
Well, we've already moved, yeah.
Oh, you've already moved?
In I think August or July we moved.
Oh, wow.
So it was a crazy, because like my wife was in the hospital for a bit, and then as soon as she got out,
Yeah.
like we had to move into the new apartment, and it's just like I remember like the end of that week, I was just so exhausted.
Oh, yeah. No,
And then the baby came, so it was.
yeah. How's it being a dad?
It's amazing. You
Yeah.
don't get much sleep, but it's 100% worth it.
Awesome. All right. What made you make the choice to come to Calgary?
My wife's family lives here, so
Okay.
it was, and I've lived here before, so it's nice. It's always good to be back in place that you've already lived before. So it was kind of cool doing it with the family too. It's like a whole new experience.
Awesome. All right. I want to take it back. Growing up, what kind of came first? Was it the guitar, the voice? How did kind of music come into your life?
I thought I was gonna be like the next Eddie Van Halen, so I
Okay.
picked up a guitar, and then when I realized that like I kind of had a peak, I was like, all right, like maybe I could start writing songs. And then as soon as I started writing songs, I started like kind of singing, and then a couple of people were like, hey, you're not too bad. And then I got really passionate about it, so I just kept playing out.
Awesome. All right. And what's your history with country music? How do you kind of draw into it?
I grew up on a small farm, or a farm in a small town back
Yeah.
home. So, going to the barn every day was the radio was always country. 105 back home is what we have, and we listened to it all the time. And my grandpa would strum a guitar sometimes and sing classic country music, and we had tons of records. So it's just like a livelihood. It was everywhere.
Right. Awesome. And last year at the CCMAs, you won the Rising Star Award.
Yeah.
How does it? Congrats on that.
Thank you
by the
very
way.
much.
Yeah. And how does it feel to be recognized like that?
It's amazing because everyone in this industry works so hard, and it's just like to see people kind of recognize me for the work I've done is so humbling, and it's so amazing because I watched that show growing up. It was like, wow, like can you imagine like getting to perform on that show or anything, and then getting an award on it. I just like remember there's so many other people out there that are like at that stage that I was at, and it's just so crazy because if you dream big and work hard, you can pretty much do anything.
Awesome. All right. Now, 2019, if you could describe it in one word for yourself, what would it be?
Just blessed, man.
Blessed?
Yeah.
All right. And let's talk your music now.
Yeah.
Your latest single, Lucky.
Yeah.
Tell us the inspiration behind that.
We kind of got all together in this room, and we're like, all right, like we need to kind of make something badass here. And
Yep.
so we're like, because we're going off of like Count the Ways and that kind of vibe. And we're like, because our last song that we wrote that we put on the EP was Still Gonna Be You. And it was like it's a good song. It's just like a very slow, like lovey-dovey song. So we're like, all right, let's bring it home here. And then one of the writers that I was with, Travis Wood, came in and he had this idea. He's normally the guy that comes in with the ideas. He's just like one of those guys. He's like, yeah, I have the whole song written basically. But it's like, came in and then had this idea and then kind of came up with the guitar line, like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of rolled off of that and just kept going with it and talked about a lot of bad scenarios, and a lot of the scenarios in that song actually are true. They've happened to me. Mind you, I've never been on a pontoon, but it's so we kind of put those into the song and talked about how lucky we are to have this girl. Like it doesn't make any sense that we ended up with her after all this crap happens to us. So it was kind of a funny, quirky song that was fun to record and to write.
Awesome. And where do you find your inspiration when writing music?
It could be anything, honestly. Like I could just be driving, or I could be out for a walk or something, or just talking to somebody, and they'll say something, and I'm like, oh, that was really good. Yeah. And like it's crazy. Inspiration really comes from everywhere.
All right. And you're going on tour
Yes.
this spring with High Valley, Eli Young Band.
Yeah.
Excited?
I'm so pumped.
What are you looking forward to most?
I feel like I've never really like gone to do like the stadium stuff yet, or like big theaters. So that's gonna be a totally new experience for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be really interesting. I might make a fool of myself, or it might work out. We'll have to see.
Perfect. And what might we see on Jade Eagleson's rider? What's one thing you have to have?
I need water. I love water, and then either beef jerky or like chips. Like I like the salt and vinegar, or just any Miss Vicky's.
Perfect.
And vegetables. Yeah, it's not like crazy. If you go into my green room after a show, like expecting a party, I'll be like, oh, what the heck? Like, where am I?
Perfect. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks so much for having me.
Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.
But all night